When the suspect arrived, he displayed a gun and told the hostages to tie themselves up. Some of the hostages were able to escape, and some of them were ultimately released. Unfortunately, one of the employees of the doctor's office, Dr. Katherine Lindley Dodson, a 43-year-old female, was not able to escape and was taken hostage by the suspect, who's been identified as Dr. Bharat Narumanchi, a 43-year-old male. Because we had a barricaded situation, a hostage inside and a man with a gun, the officers on scene followed policy and called our SWAT unit, who responded immediately. Our SWAT unit was able to arrive on scene and contain the scene. They were not able to make contact with anybody inside. We're not able to establish communication, and we're not able to hear anything as far as a disturbance or calls for help or gunshots or anything like that. Several hours later, when SWAT was able to get eyes inside of the business to see what was going on, we were able to see that both subjects were deceased. The victim, Dr. Dodson, died at the hands of the suspect, who is Dr. Narumanchi, who died because of a suicide. So this is investigated as a murder-suicide. We are at the process of trying to figure out what Mr. Narumanchi's involvement was at this particular doctor's office, why he targeted this particular doctor. We know that approximately a week or two earlier, he did walk to the office and applied for a volunteer position where he wanted to help out. He is a pediatric doctor, but he was told no, and we don't know if that's the reason he decided to come back or if there's some other involvement that he may have had. And we also know that the suspect, Dr. Narumanchi, had terminal cancer and was only given weeks to live. So we feel like his terminal cancer probably played a large part in whatever it was that occurred in his life and what was happening yesterday. We don't know exactly why he chose to take these actions or target this particular business. And we're asking if anybody is friends with either Dr. Dodson or Dr. Narumanchi and knows why he may have wanted to come to this particular business or knows what may have been going on in his life or his thought process, please call out to the Austin Police Department tip line and let us know. For all intents and purposes, the case as far as who did this is closed. We know who did it, and we know that there's no longer a threat to the public, but we really, really want to answer the question of why and provide as many facts and circumstances to the family and friends as we can and provide as much closure in this tragic situation as we can. If anybody does have any information, the standard tip line numbers are still applicable. The Austin Police Department tip line is 974-TIPS. Crime Stoppers is 472-8477. And anybody can call 1-800-CRIME STOPPERS at any time or go online and remain anonymous. This is a pretty unusual thing for Austin. I've been talking to a number of different officers and detectives, some senior sergeants here at the police department, about the last time something like this happened where we had a SWAT call out in hostage situation, and we really can't remember one. Not in recent memory that I can remember. There may have been one, but it's extremely unusual for this to happen. Most of our homicides involve somebody who is acquainted and some sort of a friend or family, or at least loose acquaintance type of way.